Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Clientology Daily Insights. As always, I'm your host, Jeff Bourgeois, and I'd love to have you join our Clientology community. If you're one of those people who believe in building authentic relationships and building communities, we'd love to have you. Today, I'm going to talk about something I call Fox in the Hen House. And this is one of the fundamental challenges I've faced personally as a networker. Sometimes you meet people that aren't who they appear to be. Sometimes you meet people who are just downright deceitful. And so my question for you is, if you find out you have a fox in the hen house, how do you fix that? So I'm going to share with the audience, and for the record, this is a community public service announcement. When you have a network, when you build authentic relationships, when you follow the key strategic partner protocols, you should more times than not detect those foxes in the henhouse, the ones who are just there to take. You should detect them early on, and it should be something that you collaborate with your network. Because as a whole, the value of the network is only as good as every member that's in it. So one of the things I encourage when you're building a network is to screen your contacts. So my question for you is, how do you screen contacts on LinkedIn? Typically, I used to be fairly open. I'd accept people, but now before somebody becomes part of my world, I have to do a little bit of background on them. I'm going to look at their profiles. I'm going to look and see who I might know that are connected. If it's somebody I know well, I'll reach out and say, "Hey, I see you're connected to so and so. Would you recommend them to my network? Yes or no?" So I like to do a little bit of research. The other thing I find very, very telling is looking at their activity. There are people who post regularly. They'll just throw out something saying, limited time act now. This is for sale. Those are people I generally don't connect with because they tend to not build relationships. I have a lot of people who've connected with me in the past, and they're always trying to sell me something. Those people don't make it into my network anymore because I know that's how they'll treat my network. So I'm curious, what are the questions you ask? And if you do make a mistake, how do you update your network? So for a would-be fox who wants to get into the hen house that is my network, I will let you know that I track everything. So if I've introduced somebody and both parties come back and it's not working well, I want to know why. I'm going to ask both parties for feedback. And the number one thing is, if I hear that you're very transactional or you're pushy, you're not going to get a second introduction or a third. So for me, if I introduce somebody to my network and it doesn't go well, I believe that the first thing I need to do is remove them from the network so they're not doing any further harm. Then I update anybody who might have connected through me so that they know what's going on. And then, of course, if somebody is misbehaving in my network, I will let them know and give them a chance to rectify. So that's my question of today is, how do you screen new contacts to make sure that they won't damage either your network or your reputation?